2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Los Angeles Clippers. Checking out the Clippers, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, the Clippers had a bit of a meltdown last postseason. They tried to remedy that over the summer. First change was to take a risk by trading for Lance Stephenson. It's a high-risk move, so I'll ask you, Kenny, are the Clippers worried their window is closing?
Yeah, they know the West is tough, and they know that their window is closing. You know, this group had been together for a couple of years and had not really advanced deep into the playoffs as deeply as they wanted to, honestly. But, you know, they probably feel the pressure. So Lance Stephenson, big news, big trade, hopefully big results.
Their window's not closing. You don't feel this breeze. They have a large window with the contracts of Paul and Griffin run for several more years. They just need a couple more key pieces and a lot more luck.
It is kind of cold in here.
Let's see if Los Angeles is ready for the guy who was nicknamed Born Ready, Lance Stephenson. That does it for us for now.
I never heard anyone call him that.
Born ready?
Never.
He just came out in a defense position.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Clippers, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the three, the small forward.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of three.
Here's Paul. He feeds it to Griffin. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And the Lakers have possession. The Clippers getting the bucket. There's the feed to Hibbert. Pierce against Bryant. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot. So it's the Clippers now. Paul outside, passes it to Redick. Fader on the way. They get it back, and the dunk by Jordan.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
dunk
that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Paul passes to Griffin. Jordan the screen. Redick against Russell. Off the screen. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Now here's Redick, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned, leader and coach on the floor.
Here is Bryant following the basket by Blake Griffin. Russell kicks to Randall. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. Young comes in for Clarkson, and it's Williams in for Russell. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And, you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
And they take the lead. Paul's got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Outside, Kobe. There's a screen by Williams. Young with no one around. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
And the Lakers making a change here. Socrates checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Smith is checked in. Screen by Smith. Here's the screen. The drive by Paul.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Well, at this point in his career, Clark, it's safe to call Chris Paul one of the all-time great point guards.
Yeah, without question. I mean, for a long time, it was hard to argue that Chris Paul wasn't the top point guard in the league. Even now, you can make arguments for others, but Paul is always going to be in the conversation.
And that one falls for Paul. No good on the second free throw. Lakers trail by 3. Kobe dishes to Williams. Kobe, the pass to Williams. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And with Paul, it is all about his consistency. Other point guards will have better years or stretches than him, but he just puts up huge numbers year in and year out, literally like clockwork.
Clippers leading by 3. Here's Stevenson. Crawford kicks to Paul. And stolen by Williams. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Offensive rebound. Bass dishes to Young. Another miss by Young.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA career.
You know, coming in at 18, you know, really inexperienced, not knowing what this league was about. And I went through so many stages. I've grown tremendously over my career.
Kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting to hear Josh Smith talking about getting introspective about himself and his game at this point of his career.
You know, that's a great point there, Kevin. I mean, like he says, he really has grown tremendously as a player, as a teammate, as a man, and just as an adult person in society. And he's become a real credit to our game.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Nick Young is out there with Brandon Bass. Then it's Russell. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sacre in at the center. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Paul. That's good. Paul's got 6.
And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times, they were just feasted upon on the inside.
Bass can't get it to go.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Smith sets the pick for Paul. Pierce inside the three-point line. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Pierce has got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. The Lakers did have problems defending inside, Greg. You're right, both on drives, Clark, and on post-ups.
Yeah, you know, they were second to last in the league in field goal percentage at their own rim. And rim protection is more than just blocking shots. So they got a lot of blocks as a team, but anything they didn't block went in.
Los Angeles with some changes. Hibbert comes in for Robert Sacre, and Randall subbed in for Brandon Bass. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Josh Smith. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Young outside. Now, here is Russell. Wants to get it to Randall and does. And again, the Lakers no good. Clippers leading by 3.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Russell against Paul. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Kicks it to Hibbert. 5 on the clock. Pass to Clarkson. Fires the 3. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Clippers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pierce with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
Now, here is Russell. Inside, Hibbert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And he's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for Clarkson. The Clippers also changing it up. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Lance Stevenson comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. To the middle, here's Aldrich. And another shot, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
He's perfect from the line this time. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Lakers trail by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
You know, for the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
And for the Lakers and that secondary assist stat, that just means they aren't making the extra pass, or it means they are holding on to the ball too long. Either way, it hurts the offense.
That free throw good from Randall. Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Pick by Griffin. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Hibbert. No good. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And it's slammed in by Stevenson.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Hibbert. Paul can't hit. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Clippers on top, up by 9. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points as they traded baskets back and forth. They showed their superiority in the second quarter and got well out in front, taking a 9-point lead into the locker room at the half. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Well, the shots were dropping ball. I mean, they was just dropping out of everywhere, dropping out the ceiling, dropping out the popcorn guy, man's hand, whatever. It didn't matter what the defense was. They found a way to get a good look almost every time. They just got to be patient, take as long as they need to keep finding those high percentage shots.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
They need to look into areas where they can gain an advantage. Rebounding is largely a hustle stack. Right now, they're getting out-rebounded. They need to commit to changing that. Those extra opportunities afforded by better rebounding are key for them to win tonight.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it, to his credit.
The Lakers with the ball. 9-point game. So for the Clippers right now, inside it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Pierce in at the 3 slot. And Hibbert the bucket on the assist by Russell. 6 points for Roy Hibbert. Clippers leading by 7.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
And Bryant wide open, he shoots, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Russell against Paul. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I'll tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Bass comes in for Randall. Bryant passes to Clarkson. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good. Clarkson 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Here's Bryant. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Paul with the ball. 8 points for him. Up top, Griffin. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Jordan the screen. Paul goes in. Sacre with the block. But they get it back.
What a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
Feeds to Kobe. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Bryant.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
Paul can't get that one to fall.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Clarkson kicks to Sacre. Fires from 14. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
Pierce wide open. He fires. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report? Yeah, because of Blake Griffin, the Clippers certainly known for their big dunks, he and DeAndre Jordan. But they can hurt you from long range, too. A lot of three-point threats on this team. And last year, they were 3rd in the league in three-point percentage.
With some changes. Nick Young's checked in for Clarkson, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Russell. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Smith comes in for Blake Griffin. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Paul Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. For the Clippers, it's been a bit of a trend for them. They've been relying on the 3-ball more and more the last couple years.
Yeah, and last season marked their 3rd straight year where the Clippers set a franchise record in threes. Also had a franchise record set for an individual as Redick hit 200 threes for the team.
The shot is off, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Paul goes in. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead. And Bryant kicks to Young. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Clippers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. 1:16 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Smith outside. He dishes it to Crawford. Five to shoot. High post shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, Kobe dishes it to Sacre from 17 feet out. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Now here's Crawford. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. That's a 2 from Smith, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Kobe.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
There's a screen. There's Crawford with the 3. Here's Aldrich. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Here's Paul. We've got Nick Young. Randall out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Russell. And it's Williams at the 2 spot. That's the Laker 5. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And an interesting byproduct of Blake Griffin extending his shooting range in his perimeter defense, Clark, his rebounding numbers have gone way down.
Well, it's hard to have it both ways, Kevin. I mean, the team needs him to keep working on his perimeter game, and if he's out on the perimeter, it makes it tougher for him to get rebounds inside.
He misses the free throw.
And on the topic of Griffin's rebounding, there's another force that helps submarine his numbers. DeAndre Jordan. Over the past few seasons, as Jordan's boards went up, Griffin's have gone down. Now, you'd think with the 2 elite rebounders that the team would finish better than 20th in rebounding last year, but that's another story.
And the second free throw, good.
And back to Griffin for a minute. I think he will soon find a balance between his emerging perimeter game and his rebounding. 7.5 boards a game, far too few for him last year. He's likely to return to double-digit rebounding averages, I think, sometime soon.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
And Hibbert hits them both.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
Now here's Paul. 6 to shoot. The pass to Jordan. And Hibbert with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Shots good by Clarkson.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution. You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency the challenge for Hibbert.
Paul's shot is off. The Lakers trail. Russell with it. He's picked up by Paul. Paul against Russell. Hibbert with the screen on Paul. The drive by Russell to tie it up. And it's Hibbert missing. The Clippers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Paul dishes to Pierce. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Clippers lead by 4. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run, has nothing left to prove in the NBA, and I would say of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
Yeah, he did, and you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career.
Sure.
Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game. If you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Clarkson. Hibbert with a screen on Redick. Clarkson passes to Hibbert.
Good game for Hibbert. He has 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And Hibbert hits them both. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Paul kicks to Jordan. Back to Paul. Here's Griffin. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Russell against Paul. Pass to Hibbert to tie it up. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now here's Griffin. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Russell kicks to Kobe. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Pierce. The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Back to Griffin. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
Williams has checked in for Clarkson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Crawford's checked in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Hibbert with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Russell against Paul. Russell kicks to Randall. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
At the line for your Lakers, Julius Randle. At the line for two. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And the second of two is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. From 11 feet away, Randall grabs the board. Lakers trail by 3. Offside Kobe. Good. The nice assist for Williams. That's now 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Paul against Russell. Paul kicks to Griffin. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Julius Randle picks one up.
Well, Blake Griffin has been getting it done. 13 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them. They're shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now here's Paul. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Count it.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
All right, students, and look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls. Pierce against Bryant. No one near him. And the Lakers get it back.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Paul kicks to Griffin. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he comes up empty at the line.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
All right, students. Look who's coming to the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams dishes to Russell. To the middle. Here's Hibbert. Can't cash in. He kicks it to Russell. Tries again. Missed.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
You know what? He's a total package as a floor general. There may not be an official ranking for the best leaders in the league, but if there was, CP3 would be right at the top of the list.
Overall, just a rock-solid outing for him. It's hard to point to any one area of the game because he was so good on both ends of the floor. He was dialed in defensively, and that helped carry the intensity on offense.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.